So completely.
Ja, exact.
Warning, the pregame show contains flashing lights and images. Varoitus, alkushow sisältää vilkkuvaa valoa ja kuvaa.
for this game. Tervetuloa ottelun tuomarit.
Come here, yep, there we go. Let's go, boys, let's be positive, let's get
Hey, on who's head, hands ahead!
Come on.
Team Sweden. Tervetuloa Ruotsiin. And welcome Team USA. Tervetuloa USA-joukkue. Officials for this game have been licensed and assigned by the International Ice Hockey Federation.
Team USA against Sweden. First place in Group A on the line. Referees are Mike Langen of Saskatoon, Andre Schrader of Germany, Daniel Heineck of Czechia, and Tomi Nittila of Finland are the linesmen for this game as these two teams get set to meet here in Tampere. Dave Quinn in behind the bench for Team USA feels USA and Sweden are similar in a lot of ways, starting with great goaltending. Sam Hallam expects a high-paced game and knows this will be a real good test for his team. These are two confident teams. Both are 6-0. Both are very good defensive teams. 3 goals against in 6 games for Team Sweden. 5 goals against in 6 games for Team USA. USA goal differential is +25. Sweden goal differential +20. Lars Johansson, save percentage in this tournament, #1. Goals against average, #1. Has 2 shutouts. He'll start for Sweden. 1 shutout for Casey DeSmith. His save percentage is #3 in this tournament at .961 and is 3-0 so far in this World Championship. Sweden and Finland. For Sweden and USA, USA 1 point better, simply because all 6 of their wins have been 3-pointers. Sweden with the 6th round shootout win over Finland, so only a 2-point win, but first place on the line. Winner will finish first. Liljegren has this go off his skate. Cutter Gauthier giving chase there on Liljegren. Taken by Parlin home. On for Carl Grundstrom. Grundstrom with the shot, kicked away by Casey DeSmith. Andre Peterson trying to stuff it back down low. Tynan breaks it up. Can't clear the zone, and Perbix goes after it. Chance in front of the net. Perbix and Dylan Sandberg, who start on defense for Team USA, lead this tournament in plus-minus at +10.
U.S. is really lucky that Grundstrom fanned on that one. That would have been a 1-0 deficit early on. A miscue in behind the net, and Sweden will be greatly positioned like this.
Bengtsson breaks it up, shot, and Casey DeSmith is forced to make another save. Back up at center for Alex Tuck, tried to slip that through for Bonino. Bonino, who missed the last game, back in the lineup for Team USA. This gets jammed up against the boards. Team USA riding a shutout streak that is closing in on 145 minutes. All the way back to the Austria game. A second period power play goal by Thomas Raffel. The last goal that Team USA has given up. Off the corner boards for Tomaris. He'll leave it there, and De La Rose is on it. De La Rose will send it ahead. Sorensen flips it to the near side. Back along the boards, finally comes up, and Silverberg will send it back. Tomaris will send it on for Marcus Sorensen. Silverberg still looking for his first point of this tournament. Off the backboards for Sorensen. To the blue line for Tomaris. Tomaris with the blast from the line. 8 assists for Tomaris in this tournament. Leads all for second in defenseman in scoring, but first as far as assists are concerned. Taken back shot by Alexander Nylander, turned aside and grabbed off and taken at center ice by Eyssimont, and he'll send it down the ice.
The Swedes said they know about the forecheck and the speed of the U.S. team. It means we have to move the puck quickly. That's what Sam Hallam said, the coach of the Swedes.
Timothy Liljegren will send this in. Alexander Nylander trying to settle it down on the far side. Almost a break for Brown, and now almost a turnover against the checking of Brown and Farrell. And back up. It's left there by Nylander, and the turnover at the neutral zone, and Team USA right back up the ice. This gets cleared in. Patrick Brown sends it in, heads to the bench on the change. And it's back for Dylan Samberg, who has had a very good tournament for Team USA. Out at center. So assists in this tournament, Tomernes has 8. And Tynan and Rantanen, who we'll see in the next game, next at 7. And this gets sent all the way around the boards, and an icing call against Sweden.
And for the U.S. team, they described the Swedes as having a hard skill. Means they're hard to play against, certainly, for sure. And David Quinn said, we're going to have to earn our ice. We're going to have to get inside. We're going to have to challenge them, and they certainly can do that. Similar styles, but certainly differences. The quickness of the U.S. team, if they can get in and establish their constant forecheck, if it goes sideways for Sweden, it'll be because they don't play well in their own zone and can't stand the forecheck. If it goes sideways for the U.S., it's probably the neutral zone that'll cause them the most headaches.
TJ Tynan and Grundstrom had each other tied up off the face-off. Now an offside called against Sweden.
This could get edgy pretty quickly, too. Two really skilled teams, and they don't give up anything. Sweden can actually tie you up in knots because they possess the puck so well. There's a look at Nick Bonino, who's back in the lineup. When he plays in between Tuck and Grimaldi, they have been a fantastic line. Speaking of Grimaldi, I think he's going to be a key player again in this because he is relentless forechecker, has incredible speed, turns pucks over, backs off the defense, and then Alex Tuck can go to work with that great shot of his.
30 goals for Team USA. That is #1 in the World Championship. 5 goals against, second best in the World Championship. A 25 goal differential. That is #1. 225 shots on goal is second best. 124 shots against is third best. Those are the stats coming into this game. Bengtson to the outside, couldn't get it deep. It comes back at the line. Bonino trying to slip it out, can't. And back in for Berggren. Puts on the brakes, lost his footing and went down. Alex Tuck trying to get it on for Grimaldi. Grimaldi stuffs it to the blue line. Almost a steal there, but it does come out at center as Carlson tried to carry it in. Leo Carlson, the draft-eligible Swede, out there now with Lucas Raymond and Jonathan Berggren. Grimaldi is on it. Sweden has to clear the zone. They do. And taken by Henry Thrun. Gets it up at center. It's deflected in, and Carlson will play it back into his own zone. Liljegren with the long up, and Berggren will deflect it in. Nick Perbix of the Tampa Bay Lightning going in after it. Puts it off the boards to center. It's chopped to the near side by Rasmus Sandin. And back on the regroup is Sweden. Rasmus Sandin leads Team Sweden in average ice time at 21-22. And we have an injured player on the far side.
It was a big hit along the wall. I didn't get a good look at it. Eyssimont made contact, and you could hear it, but everybody started yelling right away.
Rasmus Sandin is the Swedish player that is down.
He is gripping that left knee big time. Yeah, it is Sandin. And it's that knee-on-knee, leg-on-leg whip. As Eyssimont came in, he wants to take the body. And as Sandin steps backwards to get out of the way, this happens a lot. Your leg always trails. And so you lean your upper body out of the way. That's just human instinct. The leg trails, and you make contact leg on leg. And ooh, that is not good. And of course, Sandin is one of their top-level D-men. And so they're going to review this one, and because it's leg on leg, if they follow what we saw in the last game, this could easily be a major, and that could be it for Eyssimont.
The penalty is being reviewed. Tilannetta tarkistetaan videolla.
So Sandin makes his way to the dressing room, and the officials will have a look at it.
That is a huge blow. Now watch the left leg. See, he sees him coming, gets out of the way, and that's what I'm talking about. You can't get your leg out of the way. Asimon has him lined up. He thinks, but he's coming in with speed. And when Sandin feels him coming, he sees him coming now. Now I'm going to dodge you, and now it's leg on leg. The leg is out for Asimon, and this is going to be trouble for Asimon. It just looks bad.
Agree.
Was it intentional? I don't think so, but it doesn't matter. It caused injury. It was leg on leg. I'd be surprised if this doesn't go harsh against Asimon.
USA, number 23. This is says it's a major penalty plus automatic game misconduct for knee.
So it is 5 in a game, and this is one that might get reviewed.
Yeah, this went sideways. You're attacking guys, making physical contact at high speed, and Asimon's hearing it from all the Swedish fans that are at that end of the ice, and there are more of them behind the USA bench than there is behind the Sweden bench, just because of the way it worked out. Asimon is a loss to the USA because plays with O'Connor and Garland, and they are the quickest, fastest line. They were in several of the games there. They have been the tempo changers because they do get in so quickly and they do make contact. So this is a blow to the U.S., but of course the blow to Sweden on defense, to Sandin, who was definitely in peril when he left with help from the trainers to go to the locker room.
Peter Gauthier, who does not kill penalties, will serve the majors. He goes to the penalty box. Team USA does have an extra forward dressed in Anders Bjork. So Dave Quinn will either just simply slide Bjork into that spot or may do some line juggling. We'll keep an eye on that as this game progresses. So a 5-minute power play for Team Sweden, a power play that's operating at 28.5%. Lucas Raymond puts this in behind the net for Lindberg. Back it comes to the line for Tomernes. The pass back for Lucas Raymond was beyond his reach, kept in at the line, but only briefly by Tomernes. And now sent all the way down the ice.
And Sandin's been a part of their power play up until now.
So there will have to be an adjustment there for Team Sweden. Tomernes is the defenseman out there now. This gets turned over, and Tomernes is going to have to throw it into high gear ahead of Sean Farrell. Team USA last year, between these two teams, won 3-2 in overtime. Adam Gaudette's second of the game at 4:48 of the extra time was the winner. TJ Tynan and Sean Farrell, the only USA players back from that game. Goodbranson, Tomernes, and Lindholm. Anton Lindholm, the defenseman, the only ones back for Team Sweden. Jonathan Pudas was on the Swedish team last year, who has the puck right now, but did not play in the game against Team USA.
Thrun and Mackey doing a good job on the penalty kill. They are off now, but they've been able to do that throughout the tournament.
Team USA's penalty kill operating at 83.3%. Room on that right side, shorthanded. And Grimaldi ran out of room and then ran into the backboards.
He was thinking about going through the crease, and then he changed his mind at the last minute and took a piece of the net.
Berggren goes cross ice. After it is Bengtsson, plays it down for Carl Grundstrom. At the line for Jonathan Pudas, back for Grundstrom. The shot that got blocked by Dylan Sandberg. Grundstrom on it again. Puts it in behind the net, a centering pass. Pudas wires one. And Casey DeSmith got a piece of it, and it's up into the netting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the best headlock in the world.
No score, USA and Sweden. 1:34 left in the power play. Sweden's power play 6 for 14 coming into this game. Taken on the far side, Lucas Raymond went down. Sweden controlling, kept in at the line by Tomarnis. He'll play it on for Andre Peterson. Peterson swings it back for Tomarnis. Tried to go cross ice looking for Lucas Raymond. Bonino knocked it down, lost his sticker. It may have been an odd man rush, shorthanded for Team USA. Lucas Raymond carries back in for Andre Peterson. A redirect there up top. It was Oscar Lindberg got a piece of it, but it went wide. Tomarnis back for Peterson. Peterson trying to swing it back for Tomarnis. Comes off a stick, and Dylan Sandberg trying to clear it. Did this end up in the stands or in the U.S. bench or the Sweden bench?
I think it went right over all the way. They're taking a look right now. Mackey didn't intend to have quite that much on it. He got a flip under it all right, and a flip of the wrist, and so they're going to consider where did that cross over. Couldn't get a good look from here. I'm not quite sure. I think they're saying it's Sandberg. All right.
Dylan Sandberg starting to make his way towards the penalty box. Stopped, and now he will. So a 5-on-3. Here's Cutter Gauthier in serving the major to Mikey Asamont.
Yeah, got a little too much air underneath and a lot of volume behind it, and they just mean to get it out of the zone. So a huge hole here for the U.S. team, down 5-on-3 for the next 146 is available for the 5-on-3 for the Swedes. Their power play is effective because they have tons of movement. They can come at you from either wing, from the top down, from at the net, whichever way you want, whatever way is open. They will make you move around, and now with only 3 guys out there, I'm guessing they're going to work it from the 2 guys that are up top and look for that big one-timer if they can get it.
Still a long discussion amongst the officials. As to, did that end up in the Swedish bench over the glass? But regardless, Dylan Sandberg is in the box, and it's a 5-on-3 for Sweden. Tomarnis plays it back for Lucas Raymond with Carlson. Back for Tomarnis. Raymond. Carlson tried to go cross ice, deflected away. Kept in though by Lucas Raymond. Gets it down for Andre Peterson. Peterson takes it behind the net. Plays it on for Leo Carlson. In front trying to deflect that was Lindberg. Quick shot by Raymond and a glove save by Casey DeSmith.
Clevin and Brown, the 2 later additions to Team USA, both out there for defensive specialists. That's what they had their eye on when they added these 2 guys, of course, and they're doing a really good job. Clevin early on in this 5-on-3, great stick position, not keeping it in one place, flipping it around, and really knocking the puck away. And what a face-off win by Bonino. Now there's experience. Right off the draw, rips it right down to the far end.
Bonino comes into this game 59.7% in the face-off department. Tomarnis walks it in, dishes it off, scores! Leo Carlson on the 5-on-3, his second of this World Championship. And Sweden with the 1-0 lead on the power play goal.
Nick Bonino had the stick knocked out of his hand in the corner by his own player, I think. He makes the decision, and probably the wise one, I have to go get my stick. Watch this. Oh, no, it was by a Swede who knocked it out of his hand. So now you're not going to see him. And so now it's basically a 4-on-2. Bonino's just coming back into vision there. That was the problem. He hesitated for a second and went, oh no, are you kidding? I could read his mind from here. And that gave so much time and room. He opened up for the one-timer, and as great as Casey DeSmith has been in these World Championships, it's impossible for him to get across and get a bead on this one. And now the blood is up on both sides, and the Swedes have scored a goal, and now there's tension even at the face-off to start off here.
Another assist for Henrik Tomernes. So the penalty to Sandberg comes off the board, and 45 seconds left in the major to Esamont. Carlson will send it back in. Tomernes and Lindberg on the assists. Back in for Bengtsson. He'll turn in the corner. Back to the line it comes. Carlson trying to get that down for Putis. Putis has it at the line, through traffic, blocked in front. Rebound. Carlson tried to go cross ice looking for Bengtsson. Dying seconds of the power play. Berggren carries in, gets double teamed on the near side boards. Out of the penalty box now is Cutter Gauthier, who was serving the major, and now a penalty coming on the play to Sweden. And Team USA will go to the power play when we come back. So Team USA shutout streak that went all the way back to the game against Austria. 152 minutes. It has now come to an end with the power play goal by Carlson. Team USA coming up back-to-back shutouts against Denmark and France. Power play shot. That's got blocked before it got to the net. And Cutter Gauthier now added on the far side with Marcus Sorensen.
Yeah, good to see a little tension in this game, no doubt. Here's a look at the penalty and why the U.S. is on the power play. That was a bit of a weak call, but nonetheless, the U.S. are on the power play. This will tell a lot about them because they haven't had the puck much. The whole penalty kill, the major, the 5-on-3, a lot of things have gone sideways for them. And now we've got another penalty. And it looks like it's the Sweden, and it's going to be 5-on-3 for the U.S. now.
Patrick Nemeth.
Boy, is this flip-flop back and forth. There's the trip, trying to hold up his man, and Cutter Gauthier. And Cutter Gauthier has been quite the story for the U.S. He's going to stay out there. He is a gunner. He's got 6 goals already, and he can't wait for the drop of this puck.
So we'll see what gives here. Couple things. Team USA does not have a shot on goal yet in this game. And Sweden's penalty kill has not given up a goal so far in this tournament. Sent ahead. This is carried deep by Alex Tuck. Swings it back around for Nick Bonino. For TJ Tynan. Tynan up top it goes. Perunovic down for Gauthier. Back up top, Perunovic, and back for Gauthier. Walks it in, fire, save made. Johansson got that right pad down. TJ Tynan keeps it in. Cross ice, and another big save by Johansson, and he'll hang on to it.
Impressive goaltending, but impressive puck movement by the U.S. too. Really good job there. They had to get retrieval. You've got Gauthier on that right wing side, and all he wants to do is shoot. This is the second shot that he had. The first shot that he had was a good idea too. This is it. It's sort of a shot pass. It was a good idea. You got to get the rebound. You got to stay on top of it, and they were able to do that.
For Cutter Gauthier, 8 shots against France, 9 shots on goal against Denmark. Came into this game at 38, so he's at 40 now. And that 40 is #1 in the World Championship for the young man. Sent around the boards for Cutter Gauthier coming off the hat trick. Clayton Keller was the last U.S. player to record a hat trick at the World Championship in 2017. TJ Tynan takes the pass. 40 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Perunovic cross ice for Gauthier. Back up top for Tynan, back for Gauthier, and he wires another one. That may have ticked off the crossbar.
Time to get somebody with a shot on net, somebody else. The goaltender, the whole Swedish team is ready for Gauthier, and well, they should be, because he is a gunner and he does have 6 goals already, and he is a machine on the power play. He takes a look, he'll pass a little, but you know the trigger's going to get pulled sooner or later. Somebody up top or somebody on the left wing side for the U.S. got to change things up a little, make a little more room for it.
6 goals for, second best in the World Championship. Perunovic is back for it. Leaves it for Alex Tuck. He can wire it, does, and another right pad save by Lars Johansson.
Yeah, the save and the rebound being controlled and going to a Swede, that was key, because that's the look that they're looking for. Alex Tuck's got a great shot in that kind of situation.
Gauthier in full flight, takes it to the outside, sends it around against the checking of Anton Lindholm. One penalty is over. Out of the box is Berggren. There's the shot. Another save made by Johansson. Gauthier has the rebound. Up top for Perunovic. Perunovic walks it to the near side, swings it for Gauthier. Par Lindholm pressuring Gauthier and gets a piece of that shot, and it's deflected up and out of play. 5 shots on the power play as Sweden has killed it off.
And Gauthier's got most of them, which is what you would expect. But lots of different looks. Here's the Tuck shot. They seem to be going low on him. We've seen 3 good, hard, low shots on the blocker side, but Johansson's had the answer each time.
Cleared up at center ice. Johansson comes into this game with a save percentage of .983, which is #1. A goals against average of .32, which is also #1 in the World Championship. He has been terrific. Into the slot it comes. Garland dishes it off, and another save by Johansson. This on a shot from Nick Perbix.
And more rough stuff going on in the corners here. It's starting to happen after every whistle now. Good shot. It was right off the side of his head. He got a piece of it with his glove, but it also went off the side of his head before it went up and in. Perbix has a goal. He's got an assist or 2 as well. He's more PK than he is power play, but he gets a ton of ice time 5-on-5, and he usually ends up night over night with the most ice time of anybody in the U.S.
So at one point the shots were 6-0 Sweden, now 7-6 in favor of USA, thanks to those 2 power plays, but it remains a 1-0 game, Sweden with the lead. Sweden has had a lot of success in the face-off department, as has Team USA. Par Lindholm comes in 7th best in the World Championship at 62.8% coming into this game. Stuffed in behind the net. Trying to center it is O'Connor. Came to the side of the net, and Johansson's going to find it and hang on to it.
Some of those plays behind the net are some of the most irritating for goaltenders and for defenders. Defensemen not sure whether they should chase back there. Goaltenders hate looking over their shoulders. They're guessing left side, right side, this post, that post. Quick plays out in front, give them the creeps. But the Swedes do a good job in that situation.
Lindbergh, 54.4% in the face-off department against Drew O'Connor. O'Connor had 8 shots on goal in that game against France. He won 10 of 11 face-offs in that game against France. The 9-0 rout by Team USA. This gets bounced in. Clevin trying to play it up the boards. Lucas Raymond trying to get a stick on it. At the line it comes for Putis, and that's blockered away by Casey DeSmith. Kept in by Oscar Lindbergh, sends it down low, and then a return feed from Anton Lindholm comes all the way down the ice. Putis will circle back into his own zone. Denmark and Finland, our final game here in Tampere. That will conclude the preliminary round. Off day tomorrow, and then quarterfinals on Thursday. Odd man rush, Team USA, and Anton Lindholm got in front of that attempted pass and blocked it. Down low it comes, a little redirect, and a save made. Couple chances there.
All started by the forecheck by the U.S. They do not back off in the neutral zone very often. TJ Tynan was instrumental in turning that puck over and starting this whole sequence.
This gets flipped up the boards by Liljegren again. If you're just joining us, Rasmus Sandin injured earlier in this game. A kneeing major on Mikey Eyssimont. There's a chance in tight. And now a penalty coming for Sweden for Peterson running into Casey DeSmith. Grimaldi takes this around the outside. Grimaldi, tight turns in the corner, 6 attackers on the delayed call. Bonino plays it back out to neutral ice. And grabbed off by Perbix. He'll drop it off. And then taken by Connor Garland from Perunovic. He'll leave it for Tuck, and Tuck will send it on at center. In across for Perbix. Plays it up, Grimaldi, back to the line it comes. Perunovic, he'll send it rink wide, Connor Garland. Back for Perunovic, takes it to the middle of the ice. Back for Connor Garland, tees it up, wires it, deflected in front by Tuck. Turned away by Johansson. 4.5 left to go in the opening period. The late penalty here coming against Sweden. Deflected, but now finally the whistle does go. And power play for Team USA when we come back. So Andre Peterson to the penalty box for goalie interference. Team USA to the power play for the 3rd time. A strange game. This is the 5th penalty of the game. Each team has had a 5-on-3. One of the penalties, a major.
De La Rose without a stick now, right off the face-off, broken.
Tynan getting chased there by Sorensen. De La Rose has gone over for a new stick. Cross-ice pass quickly as Tuck tried to get that for Gauthier. Gauthier trying to play it back, get some help there from Tuck. Tuck to the front of the net. That was off a skate, and Marcus Sorensen will send it all the way down the ice.
That was really well orchestrated by De La Rose and the bench. He yelled at the bench like, hey, get one ready because I'm going to get over there quick. He did when he had a chance, and he was right back, and nobody missed him.
Gauthier takes a bump, gets it down to Tuck. He'll send it on for Nick Bonino, the captain of this team. Tynan back for Scott Perunovic. Perunovic, big numbers in college. Gets it for Tynan for Cutter. Gauthier back for Tynan. Up top, Perunovic. Misfired on his pass intended for Tuck. Now he gets it to Tuck. Tuck for Gauthier, and he misfired. Anton Lindholm trying to clear, could not. Front of the net, scores! Nick Bonino on the power play ties the game at 1.
They just keep wearing him down and wearing him down. They're coming at him from all different angles, and even the misfire from Gauthier on the wing still got everybody's attention. They are sifting over to him so much, it's creating extra space. Their retrievals, everything really sharp here for the U.S. team. And then Bonino's able to get just inside the face-off circle, spin and look. even for a second looking off to the side, observed Johansson's thinking, is he going to pass or is he going to shoot? Bonino already had it by him by the time he decided. He beat him to the ice, and now we've got a 1-1 game. Really well executed game here, and obviously penalties are a huge part of this first period.
Third of the World Championship for Nick Bonino, his second on the power play. Cutter Goche and TJ Tynan will pick up the assists, so as Tomernes picks up his 9th assist of this World Championship, TJ Tynan has now picked up his 8th assist of this World Championship. Tomernes leads the way in assists. Off the face-off scramble at the side of the net, and Liljegren is on it. Liljegren's pass off a skate. Connor Garland tried to get it back for Drew O'Connor, deflected away and sent out to center ice. Nick Perbix off the boards. Everberg tried to break it up, and Tomernes will take it. Tomernes, who will play in Frölunda next season. Switching from the Swiss League. Connor Garland will send this up. Grimaldi will chop it on the near side. And Tyler Clevin will send it the rest of the way in. Came out of college, signed with Ottawa, got into some NHL games. Here with his teammate Patrick Brown, who started the year with Philly, then got dealt to Ottawa. Matt Coronado plays this around the boards. Deep it goes. Coronado after it, trying to center it, and grabbed by Johansson, and then a little tap into the equipment of Johansson.
And Nemeth, who's no stranger to mixing it up around the net, he decides he's going to get a little piece of Mazur, and he grabs him by the head a little bit. We got another penalty here.
Yep.
91 for slashing. That's Mazur. He takes a whack at it. Did he hit the side of the net, or did he hit the goaltender? He must have hit the goaltender's pad, and the referees didn't like that. They're trying to get control of this game. I don't know whether that effectively does it or not. They're sure calling a lot of things. He did take a swipe at the pad, no doubt. We've seen both things in this game, meaning Sweden said we want to move the puck quick because of the fast pace of the U.S. They have done that before they got the penalties, and the U.S. said they wanted to play with an edge, that's for sure, and they wanted to earn their ice, and they've been doing that in the offensive zone.
Andre Peterson going cross-ice. Peyton Krebs have scored late in the first period. Canada leading Czechia by a score of 1-0. This is the 6th power play of this opening period. Each team with 3 power plays, including each team having a 5-on-3.
So it starts to throw the playbook out the window for a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, all the good strategy and everything from the coaches and the mindset from the players, and this is a special teams period.
Considering coming into this game, Sweden had been shorthanded 14 times. Team USA had been shorthanded only 12 times. Yeah. And the goal by Bonino, the first power play goal against that Sweden has at this World Championship. They were perfect, 14 for 14 coming into this game.
And the challenge for the coaches is with all these is not to leave guys sitting on the bench.
And another penalty coming.
Lucas Raymond. No, it wasn't him. He just skated by the penalty box and faked me out there. It's Peterson.
Now, I'm not insinuating anything here, but Andre Schrader of Germany has called a lot of penalties of the 2 referees. We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to drag you into my fight. Sam Howell looking on, great success with Boxio, and now first year in behind the bench for this Swedish national team.
Team Sweden 20.
Perbix will send it around the board, so some 4-on-4 here late in the opening period.
A game like this tells you a lot about your team. You had the strategy, you had all the plans that you had, and now you've got all these penalties, and now 4-on-4. How do you handle all that? The players are doing that, and right now, this is a battle.
1:05 left in the opening period. Off a skate, and good recovery down low by Par Lindholm to just get that away. And here comes Carl Grundstrom. He'll get chased back into the zone end by Alex Tuck. Back for Jonathan Pudas, two-time SHL Defenseman of the Year. On for Carl Grundstrom. Save made, and now another penalty coming. It's either going to be goalie interference or...
Looks like it. I think he had the interference sign up, so we think because Grundstrom crashed into the goaltender, Casey DeSmith. It's a good recovery here. There is contact. He's kind of out of control, but you see, he doesn't try to stay out of the goaltender's way. I think this is actually a good call. Watch that. He wants to score, but it's leg on leg, pushing the goaltender in, and so that's why the penalty is being called here. So yeah, this is like nobody planned for this. Not this many penalties on either side, but combined, it's crazy. Look at those two sitting in there going, can you believe this?
And Mike Lang and the Canadian referee called that one, and we'll drop it.
Okay.
Not we, I.
We're all in this alone, I can tell you that.
Face-off will be to the left of the Swedish net.
But it's tough on the players. Like, you have to adapt. All of a sudden, there's a shock to the system because the plan was there. Now, what's the plan? No, you just go play and you battle.
So Team USA back to the power play, 4-on-3. Perunovic for Gauthier, for Tynan. Another goalie interference penalty. Tynan, Gauthier. Back for Tynan and back for Gauthier. Or rather, Perunovic. Gauthier has made his way to the near side. Perunovic on for Gauthier. Circles up top, gets it back, and now he'll head back to his normal spot. Pass was in the skates, and an injured player in front of the net, TJ Tynan, slow to get up. And now he'll take a run at De La Rose as they jam it up in the corner. Final seconds here. Chance right up before the buzzer from Alex Tuck, and he ripped that one wide, and it comes all the way around the boards and down the ice.
Alex Tuck doesn't miss much, but he's kicking himself for that one. What a period this is. They're going to have interesting conversations in both locker rooms. We're tied at 1, and boy, this has been entertaining, but I hope it's more 5-on-5 in the second.
So it's been wild. Sweden short 5 penalties against Sweden in that opening period. Shots are 9-9. At one time it was 6-0 Sweden, 1-1 after 20.
We got a guy. Domaren är som de är. Men du tar hans klubba och sen andra. Nej, jag gör som man alltid gör.
jersey, number 23. This is says sorry guys. It's a major penalty plus automatic game misconduct for knee.
All right, boys, this should be a good one. Blue down first, then yellow. Let's go, boys. You good? Casey, you good? Good. Good.
Full strength. Joukkueet täysilukuisin.
That's interference. He never had the puck. Let's go. Oh, like he take the guy out. He take the guy out. He takes the guy out. Watch the replay. Good hit, boys. Good, good. Hey, hey, boys. Hey, that puck was loose.
I was asking why it's a penalty there, right? Because he goes in on his own. He doesn't. There's no pressure from the USA player pushing him in. He goes in on his own. We'll protect you guys' goalies too, right?
Hey, 91. It's a slash.
Remember guys that Sweden starts the second period.
Players in the penalty box. Here's a look at Carter Mazur. There's a couple of Swedish players in the penalty box as well.
Shocking.
It was a wild first period. Not sure anyone could have imagined that. The shots ended up being 9-9 in that opening period. At one point, they favored Sweden 6-0, and then U.S. led 7-6. There was a long discussion at the end of the first period with the officials and the two captains.
Yeah, the two captains over negotiating, it seemed like, or pleading their cases with the two referees. You never see that in the NHL. They won't do that. But they stood there for a couple of minutes, both complaining, I'm sure, about the calls that were being made. Interesting.
TJ Tynan back USA 4-on-3 and now to 5-on-3 for 10 seconds. Second 5-on-3 of the game. Cutter Gauthier, second of the game for Team USA. Sweden also had a 5-on-3. And now the 5-on-3 ends. Shot and a glove save made by Lars Johansson.
Well, every time there's a U.S. power play now, I think this is going to become a drinking game. Every time Cutter Gauthier takes a shot, he doesn't resist any chance to take a shot. He took one-timer, it got blocked, and then you got Alex Tuck, who's another gunner. He might just try to catch up to Gauthier when it comes to shooting, and that all would be a good thing for the U.S.
Gauthier had 4 in that opening period. That gives him 42 in this tournament to lead in that category. Back at the line for Perunovic. Sends it on for Cutter Gauthier. Back for Perunovic. And back for Gauthier. Gauthier getting pressured there by Par Lindholm. Lindholm has not let Gauthier get too far away from him on the power plays. Back in for Gauthier, trying to get it to the middle of the ice. Deflected, and this gets cleared, and it does get outside the line. Grundstrom now standing, getting set to return. Good opening period for Nick Bonino. This came to the side of the net. He won 5 of 7 faceoffs. Played 7 minutes and 47 seconds to lead all players and had the goal for Team USA. Veteran captain of this team. Offside now called at the line.
Well, let's see if we get some 5-on-5 action. These are two pretty good teams, and we've kind of forgotten about that with all the mayhem that went on penalty-wise in the first 1 period plus. Let's see what the matchups are and how much puck possession there was early on in the game before the penalties started to pile up. I would say Sweden had established their game better than the U.S. had. The U.S. wants to forecheck and play that high-tempo game, and the Swedes will pick their spots to do that, but they want puck possession.
Sweden started the game with 7 defensemen. They're down to 6 with Rasmus Sandin gone. Team USA started the game with 13 forwards, down to 12 with Mikey Eyssimont gone. With the major for kneeing on Rasmus Sandin. Icing being called here against Team USA. 1-1 Canada and Czechia over in Riga.
The ebbs and flows of games are always important, especially big games like that. Two big competitive teams. It's an important game. They want to be able to control it. Right now it's chopped up. A couple of whistles and face-offs. Who can grab control of it?
Perbix gets tied up in the corner with Alex Nylander. O'Connor, the long pass up the middle, off a stick. Tomernes goes back for it. Connor Garland chases him down, and it's up at center ice, taken by Dennis Everberg. With all the penalties, Everberg just 3 minutes of ice time in that opening period.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the problem for coaches. Everberg's been a really good player for them, especially offensively, and he's sitting there on the bench.
Carried wide by Nylander. Back to the line. Long shot deflected off a skate. Comes to the near side as Bengtsson let it go. Grimaldi plays it on for Coronado. Stopped at center ice, and Nemeth feeds it back through. Getting bumped there was Nylander. And it's out at center ice. That's as far as that play gets, but Patrick Nemeth unable to carry it in. On it goes for Coronado. He can rip it, and he does, and a save made by Johansson.
Yeah, can he ever rip it? That was a well-disguised shot. He protected it from the D-man, and he ripped that one on Johansson. Johansson, that's all he could handle. He got a good piece of it, deflected it up over the glass. Things starting to settle down perhaps now. We got a little 5-on-5 action.
Par Lindholm out to take the face-off. Over 60% for the tournament for the veteran Par Lindholm. Lost that one, and a shot right off the draw from Gauthier.
Well, it comes down to the basics. You got to have face-offs that are won cleanly, like that one for the U.S. That's a good one. TJ Tynan's been really impressive for the U.S. throughout this tournament. Makes so many good plays.
Carter Major trying to gain control of it outside the line, and does. Sends it on for Gauthier. Gauthier to the front of the net. It was loose for a split second. Carl Grundstrom quickly on for Par Lindholm. He'll leave for Bengtsson. Bengtsson plays it on the right side, and getting up slowly on the right side and heading to the bench. Limping for Sweden is Peterson. Looks like he may have caught a rut or toe picked, and in some discomfort as he makes his way to Sweden's bench. Lead pass for Grundstrom.
Already lost Sandin. And now Peterson, especially over the last game or so, has really come on. He's in big-time difficulty. He is bent over sideways on the bench. Couldn't put any weight on that leg when he came to the bench. Swedish fans are concerned. I'm sure they don't miss a thing. They know when their guys are hurt. Look out, he's limping his way. He's going to the locker room. So Peterson following Sandin and having to go to, well, he's going to the end of the bench for now. See if he ends up going all the way into the locker room.
Linus Johansson, the captain in Färjestad, is dressed. He's played one game in this tournament. He is dressed, did not see any ice time in that first period for Sweden. Par Lindholm will play it around the boards. Bengtsson trying to get a handle on it, gets pressured there, and Alex Tuck will turn and fire off a stick and up and out of play, and now Peterson is making his way to the Sweden dressing room.
That's too bad to see guys go down and get injured for any team, any time in a tournament like this. And now Sweden, 2 guys in that situation. But the key words from David Quinn about play with an edge and earn our ice. And his team has heard them. And they are playing like that in this game.
Face off to the left of the Swedish net. Sweden now down to 6 defensemen with the injury to Sandin, so you are allowed to add with injury before the quarterfinals. So management staff of Sweden, my guess is on the phone right now.
It sounds funny to say down to 6, though, because we're so used to the NHL and North American numbers. Some of the teams here in the tournament are dressing 8 players and playing 8 defensemen. I mean,
so on the phone trying to find another defenseman and probably avoiding calls from the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, no kidding.
Long pass up the middle, intercepted by Perbix. Puts this back inside the Sweden line, and Anton Lindholm is there. Lindholm will play it across, and then gets it back from Pudas. This is intercepted by Sandberg. Sandberg gets it across to the middle of the ice. It goes. And backhand try in tight. And that got cleared. Brown was in there with a good chance.
Hudson moving in from the point with some dangling. Wow. Got all the way to about 4 feet in front of the net and a good backhand try. That kid has got nerve, and he just wants the puck all the time.
One of the best goals of the tournament.
Yeah.
For Lane Hudson as he went end to end. This is going to be an icing call against Team USA, and the faceoff will come all the way back.
David Quinn talked about him early on, and you can watch him right here. How about that? Dodges a player there, then a toe drag right into the middle of the ice. That's about as good a toe drag as you can get in tight quarters, and he gets it all the way right into the paint area. He's on the move forward. He wants to go north as much as the forwards do. He adds an awful lot of fear of what Sweden has to handle.
1-1 tie here in the second period. Two teams battling for top spot in Group A. Canada and Czechia in a battle. The winner of that game will finish second. Big win for Slovakia earlier today, so they now wait for the outcome of tonight's game, Latvia and Switzerland, to see whether or not they will make quarterfinals. Latvia just needs a point to get in.
Boy, the tempo of this game has been so much better and higher than any other game so far that we've seen.
Shot from Patrick Nemeth. Hit a leg in front of the net. Par Lindholm gets it down. Raymond gets it for Lindholm. Grundstrom trying to work it off the sideboards, does. He's got Raymond in front. Save made by Casey DeSmith. Pass a little late in getting there, but still a good opportunity for Raymond, and another good save for Casey DeSmith. Here comes Hudson again, gets to the red line and pumps it in. Punched into the corner by the netminder Johansson, and then spun around by Bengtsson on for Nemeth. He'll get it out to center, no further, intercepted by Grimaldi. Grimaldi, the wrist shot, save, rebound, and the save made by Johansson on a couple of chances. 1-1, Sweden, USA here in the second. So the game has settled down. We've had quite a bit of 5-on-5 here in the second period, something that we didn't have very much of in the opening frame. First period, Sweden had 5 minor penalties called against them. And Team USA had 3 penalties called against them, 2 minors and a major. USA has outshot Sweden 6-1 here in the second period. Another stat for Sweden. As far as this game is concerned, Sweden has not surrendered a second period goal as of yet. Now, when you've only given up 4 now in 7 games.
It's crazy. I mean, they have been just a super team. The Swedes have controlled their games, controlled their destinies pretty much from start to finish in every game. This one has been different because of the penalties, of course, and there's a look at Peterson and what happened to him when he limped to the bench. He was all alone there. Looked like his ankle completely collapsed.
The right ankle, right knee, right leg. And he has gone to the dressing room. Oscar Lindberg trying to work it out of the corner. He gets tied up. After it is Everberg. Bounces back towards the line, and Anton Lindholm with a big hit on Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi and Tynan on that 2-on-1. And a couple of good saves by Lars Johansson, and then Johansson's stick caught TJ Tynan in the mouth area. Back in for Bonino, turned aside by Johansson. Grimaldi stuffs this in behind the net, and Henrik Tomernes is on it. Tomernes dishes off, Bengtsson plays it up at center. Everberg trying to play it through, looking for Leo Carlsson. Sent back up to the line. Perbix trying to get it through, intercepted. Here comes Berggren. Berggren, Carlsson, and a save made by Casey DeSmith. Just got enough as Carlsson was looking for his second of the game. Perunovic will send it in. First on it is O'Connor, centered. And a bit of a sharp angle try there by Mazur, and a save made by Johansson.
A turnover by Perbix in the neutral zone will strand him on the right side of your screen, and he can't get back into play. Now it's a 2-on-1. But watch Casey DeSmith come across. Talk about active goaltending. Look where he finishes up, and he ends up looking like a spinning top as he went round and round and round to finish things, and ended up back up on his knees and then on his feet. But that's the kind of goaltending they've had from Casey DeSmith, who has been really brilliant in the nets for the U.S. throughout this tournament.
Team USA save percentage coming into this game was second best at .959. First best was Team USA at .970. These teams have been stingy. 4 goals against in the tournament for Sweden, 6 goals against in the tournament for USA. And an icing call now on the faceoff to come all the way back. Still 1-1 Canada and Czechia.
That chance for Sweden came right up the middle of the ice again that we've seen so much of. Perbix tried to jam a play up the right wing side. He ended up stranded out way too wide. And then Sandberg's the only guy back handling that 2-on-1. And it was well executed by Sweden, but executed even better by Casey DeSmith.
Patrick Nemeth towards the front of the net. Grundstrom got a whack at it. All we know so far for the quarterfinals, it will be Germany and Switzerland in Riga. Other than that, everything else still pretty much up in the air. Tynan stuffs this out at center, and Patrick Nemeth is on it. Plays it for Bengtsson. Lucas Bengtsson lost it in the neutral zone, and it's back for Nemeth. Nemeth gets some help down low from Carl Grundstrom, and now Bengtsson will take it. On for Grundstrom, getting pressured at the line by Connor Mackey. Deflects it out to the neutral zone, and now right back in for Farrell. And Farrell's pass ends up coming outside the line. Brown couldn't handle it cleanly, and De La Rose on it. Back for Bengtsson, on for Nemeth. Pressure there on the far side, back for Bengtsson and back for Nemeth. And now on at center for Sorensen. Sorensen for De La Rose. Takes it to the outside, tried to center it. Silverberg was in front, pass never got there, and Brown will chip it up at center. In for Coronado, dumps it in, goes in after with Anton Lindholm. Plays it on for Jonathan Pudas. Pudas for Silverberg. The captain of this Swedish team dumps it in, goes in after it. Tried to play it back for Sorensen. Grimaldi intercepts that. Silverberg got dumped in behind the play. And here comes Grimaldi. Grimaldi watched by Carlson, and the pass back, no one there. And now Alex Tuck collides with Linus Johansson, and Alex Tuck is limping. And now play whistle down.
He's still on the ice, but he's going to head over to the bench. No doubt about that. There's the incidental contact away from the play. We've seen a couple of those throughout the course of these World Championships. He gets back up and tests it and goes, oh, I'll give it a try here, but they want him over at the bench to give a try. The U.S. is responsible for the tempo in this game. That's not surprising. Sweden, I think, certainly has proven that they're willing to play there if they have to. It's not their ideal. They want to be able to slow it down, do the 5-on-5 thing when they want, and push the tempo when they want. But the U.S. keeps putting it right to the metal.
Connor Garland trying to lose the checking of Tomernes. Perunovic. He'll dish it off. Bjork sends it back for Sandberg. In for Connor Garland. Shot hit a body in front and chipped off the boards and out the center ice.
Meanwhile, the Swedes are certainly capable with their speed and their skill of playing this kind of tempo game. It's just not their preference.
Perunovic for Dylan Sandberg, tried to come back to the near side, and that was deflected. Drew O'Connor tried to get it deep. It's off a skate. Some room for Berggren. Berggren with the wrist shot. Ticked off the glove of Casey DeSmith. And up and out of play. 1-1 into the back half of period 2 here in Tampere.
Canada has no borders.
USA won last year's meeting 3-2 in overtime. Shots in that one were 24-22. The shots right now 17-12 in favor of Team USA. There were 9-9 after one. There's another one from Bengtson.
TJ Tynan was the one who cleaned that up. He has got such quickness around both nets. That was an excellent reaction to get rid of that rebound.
Patrick Nemeth stepped up with a bump, and Patrick Nemeth is going to get a penalty. So Team USA will go back to the power play. 6 attackers with the net empty for the delayed call. Clear to the line and in, and Johansson will stop it in behind his own net. And a roughing call or boarding call coming to Patrick Nemeth.
Not going quietly.
Team Sweden, number 12, 2 minutes 40.
He knows how to play physically, and it's, you know what, looked like a pretty good hit, but they are calling it really tight. I mean, he made big time contact, no doubt about it, but they are trying to knock this game down, and I think the more penalties they call, the worse it gets. But at any rate, Nemeth, I guess, earned a penalty for boarding on that call.
6th power play of the game for Team USA, 1 for 5 so far in this contest. Gauthier gets tied up on the far side with Delarose. Delarose does have a shorthanded goal in this tournament. Up for Sorensen, and Sorensen will send it to where Casey DeSmith will stop it. Scott Perunovic will park in behind his own net. Terrific numbers in college for Scott Perunovic. University of Minnesota, Duluth, couple championships there. At the line, this will be kept in by Tynan. Cross ice it comes, and Tuck, who was shaken up on his last shift, is out there, so he appears to be all right. And Tuck has the puck. Forced to the backhand by Sorensen. Played it to the side of the net for Bonino. He tried to come cross ice for Gauthier. That was intercepted, and here comes Sorensen. Sorensen will just gently skate it into the USA zone, jam it up against the corner boards. Tynan comes down and jams it away for Luke Tuck, or for Alex Tuck, and Tuck got checked on the play by Carl Lindholm, but offside is called against Sweden.
And the Swedes are upset there along the wall because Perunovic does this. He kicks away at the puck, but he's kicking the guy's skates, and you got to be careful about that. They did not call him for a penalty there, but you'd be wise to not do that. Perunovic has really come on as this World Championships has come on. Perunovic really heads up defenseman, makes terrific, really long passes, spring forwards, got great awareness as he comes out of his own zone.
Here comes Lane Hudson. Some room down the left side around. Bengtson puts on the brakes, lost his footing. Carter Mazur on the puck. Back for Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi back for Mazur. Mazur snaps it across for Coronado. Coronado has a power play goal in this championship. Sends it back for Hudson and back for Coronado. Coronado to the goal line. Mazur jumps on the loose puck. Sends it around for Grimaldi. In for Mazur. Tight score! Connor Garland taps in a rebound. And Team USA on the power play takes a 2-1 lead.
Nice job by the U.S. team, realizing that what's happening up top and on the flanks is being taken away. They've set that up because of the one-timers from guys like Goche, Alex Tuck moving down from the top. So what's the next thing you got to do? You got to get it to the net and make them converge. They have a 2-on-1 in front of the net, and they end up getting the rebound. Plain, simple hockey, nothing fancy, just good grinding, getting yourself available. Garland does a nice job, really aware. And even though he's watched as tightly as the Swedish defenders can do, when you've got two guys there and you're spinning around, you got to hope you get to the puck first. Sweden doesn't, Garland does, and the U.S. team is up 2-1.
So a couple of things now. We mentioned this one earlier. The Team USA's penalty kill had been perfect coming into this game. They've now given up 2, and they have not given up a second period goal coming into this game, and that's been taken off the sheet too. Bouncing back at the line for Perbix, lets the wrister go. That changed directions. Second period over in Riga and a 1-1 tie. The winner of that game will come over here to Tampere and take on Finland. Finland will play the last game against Denmark. Whoops. Here's a steal in shorthanded, and Nylander with the opportunity. 5:13 to go. Team USA up 2-1. First time in this World Championship. It's Game 7 for Sweden. First time they have given up 2 goals in a game. At the line for Bengtsson. And Nemeth deflected it, and Dylan Sandberg is on it. On for Tuck. And inside the line is Grimaldi, so offside called against Team USA.
The Swedes are so good with the puck, and they're so good at turning it over inside their own zone and then managing it. There's the last chance that Sweden had, which actually goes off the noggin of Casey DeSmith. It was a turnover by Kleven. Kleven had his head up and thought he had the puck on his stick. He did not, and that's how Nylander got the chance. But Casey DeSmith, again, well out of his net and challenging. It was probably going to go over the net anyway, but DeSmith made sure that he gave it a piece of his mind.
CHL Rookie of the Year was Alexander Nylander in 15-16 with the Mississauga Steel. First round pick to the Buffalo Sabres, number 8 overall. Henry Thrun tied up in the corner. Jammed ahead by Grundstrom. Back to the line for Tomarnis. Tomarnis trying to work it away from Grimaldi. Tomarnis on the backhand, gets to the forehand, plays it at the line. Bengtsson with the shot, the loose puck, the rebound was there for a split second. And then Casey DeSmith pounces on it.
Yeah, because Sweden is so good with the puck, that's why they just don't spend a lot of time inside their own zone. And second periods, that's critical. You get running around your own end, you can't get the line changes that you want. And in this case, they actually do get run down a little bit, and there's Connor Garland's goal. Good rebound stuff on the power play. They had moved the puck around. They looked at the flanks. They looked at the blue line, but it was just good old-fashioned get it to the front of the net and act on a 2-on-1, and Garland got the handle on it.
Sweden trailed in its last game against Denmark. Nick Jensen had the early goal. Sweden came back to win the game. Other than that, Sweden has not trailed in this World Championship. So a lot of the things that Sweden had on the stat sheet have kind of disappeared. And a 2-1 lead here for Team USA. TJ Tynan steals it, and a shot from Carter Mazer. Second period here has been mostly controlled by Team USA.
Yeah, they're playing the game that they want to, and they've got Sweden off their game just a tad.
There's Andre Peterson.
Good.
Back on the bench.
Good to see him back. He's the one that kind of toe picked or whatever, and whether it was his ankle or his knee or that whole leg that just went south on him. He's back on the bench, so that's great.
At the line, long shot by Perunovic, and that is gloved and held.
Well, another shot from the D, and both these D cores are actually tied in points for the World Championship. Sweden's defenseman, 1 goal and 17 assists for 18 points, and for the U.S., 5 goals and 13 assists for 18 points.
Sweden has run into some penalty trouble. This is controlled off the boards. Anders Bjork throws it into the corner. Connor Garland spins away from Nemeth. Gets it back at the line, but the cross-ice pass from Clevin for Perunovic comes outside the line, and now Connor Garland will send it in. Bengtsson goes in after it. Intercepted by Garland. Save made by Johansson. And he will hang on to it, and now O'Connor runs into Sorensen, and Sorensen will give O'Connor a shot.
Well, there's 2/3 of the line that for the prior 2 games was incredibly effective. Asamont's been kicked out of the game for that kneeing major, but he was playing with O'Connor and Garland, and they were like ants out there at high speed. They could forecheck and go back and forth and cover the zone faster than any other line I've seen in these World Championships. Bjork now gets extra ice time. He wasn't getting much early in the tournament.
Peterson will give chase. I'm surprised he's back. That ankle looked like it took an awful turn when he got caught up in a rut in the ice or toe picked.
Don't take that skate off.
Peterson up the middle, almost intercepted. Or rather, Hudson with the pass up the middle and intercepted. Back to the line it comes, and another. Peterson is hurt again, and we have a player injured in front of the net. Everberg slow to get up. Peterson limps back to the bench.
Yeah. I assume it's the same leg.
Yep.
So it tweaked on him again. Let's see what happens to him here. Pivoting. It's just the resistance. As soon as he got hit, there was resistance on that leg. That's kind of what I see. Yeah, and it crumpled on him.
And there's Everberg in front getting a high stick from Lane Hudson.
And then I think Hudson saying his stick slapped me in the face too. But yeah, that's the second time, and that cannot be good. He's still on the bench. But when you see it collapse under the stress like that, you wonder if he can hang on there. Hudson is in the penalty box. Hudson was claiming that he got slapped in the face too in that collision in front of the net.
Another confab for the officials.
Yeah.
As Dave Quinn and the coaching staff, they look on to see what other calls are going to be made here.
He can't remember the number we called. Okay.
Team USA, number 21, penalty for roughing.
All right, so it's a roughing call. This is going to happen in front of the net. there's a collision, and then there's the one in front of the net. Oh, he's angry. That's why, because he got dumped, and then he got his stick up. So they called it roughing. Could have called it high sticking, but he didn't like the initial. That could have been a tripping call right there. The referee sees it. He lets it go, and then Hudson's angry, and he takes his anger. And yeah, look what David Quinn's looking up at the replay and goes, "How come only my guy?"
Fourth power play of the game for Sweden.
Team USA 20, Lane Hudson, 2-minute penalty.
This will get cleared down the ice. 41 penalty minutes, including the game misconduct in this game. And for two teams that really have not been penalized much in this tournament, this has been a bizarre one. Nylander trying to get it back. Lucas Raymond is on it. It gets sent down. Back to the blue line. It comes from Silverberg for Nylander. Silverberg, Tomernes. He'll spin it back. Nylander, Lucas Raymond, and Casey DeSmith comes across, makes the save, and now Lucas Raymond gets buried at the side of the net.
That was Brown that came in late, I do believe. Raymond came in, it was just a little posturing, and he gets whacked in the arm, it looks like. He's on the left side of the screen. He'll get the shot away. Watch Casey DeSmith come out there and get the angle on him. Man, his angles are perfect. And then just a little extra stick, a little bit of posturing there. All that is trying to unnerve the goaltender a little bit. It's nothing dangerous.
This might be a 5-on-3.
But the U.S. goes, no, we're not doing that. Oh, Nick Perbix, yeah. He tried to get a sly one in on there, but it wasn't so sly.
And they're calling Lucas Raymond for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So I assume that means the dive on that cross check. So they evened that one out. Raymond said, yeah, I wasn't faking there. I can't believe you called me on the penalty.
Here's
Here he goes.
See,
he just pokes at it. Bonino goes, no, you can't do that. And then there's Perbix. And that he probably got in that area right below the shoulder pad and right above the elbow pad, because he was gripping that arm pretty good. And now he's headed to the penalty box for his trouble. Been edgy, for sure. The U.S. wanted to play edgy. I'm not sure the coaching staff and David Quinn wanted them to take this many penalties, but it has been edgy.
The game has had some bite. 32 goals for in the tournament for Team USA. That's leads in that category. Cleared all the way down the ice.
25, Nick Perbix, 2-minute penalty.
So 1:05 now, or 4 left in the minor penalty to Lane Hudson. Grundstrom will carry it in on the Swedish power play. Gets it for Leo Carlsson. Back at the line for Putis. The shot turned away by Casey DeSmith. Carlsson got nicked on the chin earlier in this game. He's got a bandage on it now. Looks like it might have needed a few stitches. Putis for Carl Grundstrom. Grundstrom takes it wide, gets stopped inside the line. Brown trying to get a stick on it. Carlsson works it free for Berggren. And now for Grundstrom, and up top for Putis. Putis for Bengtsson, back for Putis, walks it in, wrist shot, hit a body. Might have been friendly fire, that might have hit Grundstrom. Berggren puts it back for Putis. Under a minute to go in the opening period. One-timer as Bengtsson unloads, and Casey DeSmith comes across and makes another good stop.
Boy, his pushes from side to side have been enormously big, and they've had to be. You can get a look at the goaltender at the same time. He's still in the process. Nice job. He's deeper on that one than he is on some others. Here's another one, but does a real nice job. See how he's out high on one side, but then he pushes back to his near side post. He's not coming straight across. It's a shorter push to go from up top back to the post, and of course that's what's most important, is getting to that post in time. If you just move across the top, you're going to leave some hole. The Smith's been perfect in that department.
Back at the line, wrist shot from Liljegren. That went wide. So 7 minors for 14 penalty minutes for Sweden in this game as Lane Hudson comes out of the box. Team USA has had 4 minors and the 1 major in the game misconduct. Here's Hudson coming in, lets the shot go, scores! Lane Hudson goes top shelf. His second of the tournament, both have been dandies. And it's a 3-1 lead here with a goal late in the second.
Liljegren gets fancy just outside the USA blue line and does his little spin around. It's a bad idea. And he loses control of the puck. And Lane Hudson, who could really scoot, he just kicks it into high gear. Tomernus has an angle, but he just can't catch up to the kid. And then at high speed, how about that for execution? That is hard to do when you're going half speed. When you're going full speed, to be able to do that, pick the corner, keep your head still, get your hands fired, and shoot that puck. That is some beautiful stuff there from Hudson.
3-1 Team USA here into the final 25 seconds of the second period. This is deflected back in Riga. The third period is about to start, and now we have an injured player. Carter Mazur slow to get up at center ice.
They're dropping like flies all over the place. That's about the 6th guy who's got at least tweaked up a little.
And the second period will come to an end, and the teams will head to their dressing rooms and try and sort this one out. It has been a strange one.
It has, and they're going to talk about a little anger management, and I think in both locker rooms. The U.S. has got the edge in that department for sure. They're controlling how the game is being played, and that's why they're up 3-1.
And another conference at center ice with the officials and the captains and Lucas Raymond listening in.
The 2023 IIHF Act.
Pretty spicy though? I don't know, not really. Really? No. Just a few minutes, please.
Wishes, they don't just happen. You have to make them happen. Pay instantly for those early bird tickets and make front row happen. Sharing the costs? Send money to your friends in seconds and make that surprise happen. Pay super fast for that super special gift and make super happy kid happen. Open a current stand up and make a difference is now.
It's important to stay true to your own integrity, to the values that you believe in.
If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Don't be the one that stands by and lets it happen. I've lived it, I've seen it, and enough is enough.
The very heart of our sport is at stake.
And now it is more crucial than ever to keep asking the questions.
Let's protect the sport we love. Let's protect ice hockey.
We need to speak out. We need to have the difficult conversations, and we need to make a difference now.
You aren't alone. The IIHF is out there to support you.
Noise, noise, noise! Easy! Hey guys, what did we say last period? Whistle goes, we're done! Easy, watch your blue, watch your blue! Good, good, close, crease, crease! Brownie, good! Hey! Your guy knocks him in here! Easy, boys, easy! Hey, 6! Good job, boys. Collision! 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 You good, Tucker? You good? Good. Good, hands off! Move it out, Marcus! Hey, no kick, 15! Good, good, good! Let's go, let's go! Let's go! No, no! Loose, loose! Good, stay out here, boys. Good, good.
Stacey DeSmith has faced 18 shots, has stopped 17. Sweden get the game's opening marker on a power play goal from Leo Carlsson. And now USA has come back with 3 straight. Bonito, Garland, and then a beauty from Lane Hudson. And Nick Bonino, who didn't play the last game, is making up for it in this game. 14 minutes and 5 seconds of ice time for the captain of Team USA as we get set for the third period. Canada leading Czechia 2-1 over in Riga. Winner of that game will come here to Tampere to play Finland. Finland cannot finish better than third or worse than third. And that is the next game, Denmark and Finland. And when Germany won this morning over France, that eliminated Denmark from a chance at a quarterfinal spot. And for Denmark, it is the final game for Heinz Ehlers as coach of the Denmark national team. Cleared up at center for Alex Nylander. He'll take it wide on Dylan Sandberg. Nylander puts on the brakes, dropped it back to the short side. Delarose was trying to bust his way through. And it's cleared back for Anton Lindholm. Out through center, and the backhander will get pitched in by Delarose. Back up at center ice for Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier with the wrister, ripped it wide. Off the corner boards for Carter Mazur. And this will get sent to the line, kept in. And on a second try, Pudas will put it up and clear down the ice. O'Connor finds a little bit of room and bounces this one in on Johansson. And he will smother it. We'll get a face-off in the Sweden end of the ice.
This game is played with speed by both teams, and the defense of both teams have done a really good job of standing up and challenging in the neutral zone. We take a look at that Connor Garland goal that's given the U.S. team an edge here, and then Hudson just streaking up the ice at high speed and picking the far corner top shelf.
Slap shot save made Johansson off of Garland. He'll hang on to it should this score remain the same, or basically if USA goes on to the win. That'll be back-to-back years where Sweden's only loss in the preliminary round will come at the hands of Team USA. Last year it was an overtime win in Game 5. And this year the first place battle came down to Game 7 of the preliminary round, and Team USA up by a score of 3-1. Garland trying a wraparound, and Johansson down to make the save.
What a great challenge that is. Connor Garland is so quick, and in behind the net, goaltenders lose their mind, but Johansson does a terrific job pushing off the right post and getting over to the left post quickly. And Connor Garland at the same time, 2 or 3 quick steps, and he's on his backhand, and he's tried to scoop the top shelf. Good challenge there from behind the net. You don't see that very often.
Team USA has captured medals at this World Championship, but mostly bronze. The gold goes back to 1980, and that was part of the Winter Olympics. Bronze in 04, bronze in 2013, 2015, 2018. There's a shot, and 2021. And we'd like to go home with a different color, preferably gold. Johansson plays this off the boards. Garland will knock it down. And Sweden will recover, and it's on at center. Delarose rink wide looking for Lucas Raymond. Put right back up the ice by Connor Mackey. And Rasmus Sandin injured in the first period. Brown the shot, rebound, scores! Matt Coronado on the rebound of a Brown shot. And Team USA up 4-1.
Cause a turnover, get a shot to the net, have a guy in position, and beat your check. The coverage by Sweden in front of the net breaks down a little bit, and that's all it takes. There's a battle, there's a win. Brown comes in and swoops. Coverage in front of the net, not quite there. Coronado is able, he's got the advantage because he's looking at the net and he's looking at the loose puck. When you're a defender, you're in a tough spot there. Coronado finds the loose puck very quickly, and Lindholm can't tie him up quickly enough, and the U.S. are starting to pull away here. Another conference.
There's going to be a challenge.
All right, did the puck come out over the blue line? We've seen about everything in this game, so now we're going to have a challenge here. I didn't notice it in live action.
So the linesman will get in there and have a look at this.
Yeah, I think they've got an argument. It's hard to tell. It's so high up. There we go. We should be able to tell here. It hits him in the foot. He doesn't have control. Yeah, they're going to win that. It's offside.
This will get called back. And Sean Farrell lost control of it at the line.
Yeah. You can back into the zone with the puck as long as you have control. He did not have control there. This will be offside.
So the Sweden fans are happy.
Yeah, good job by their staff behind the scenes. They picked up on that. Couldn't tell here. That was on our near side too. Couldn't really tell in live action, but it definitely was offside.
Canada up on Czechia 2-1. Midway through the third period over in Riga. Now they have to reset the clock. Team USA had its shutout streak end at about 152 minutes. They were coming off back-to-back shutouts. Tournament will be in Czechia next year. And Grimaldi gets spilled in the corner. Up at center, this will get sent in. And Linus Johansson going after it, but this will be an icing call against Sweden. Face-off will come back 2025. Sweden and Denmark will co-host Stockholm and Herning. And Sam Hallam looks on, first-year coach of this Swedish team. Sweden will also host the World Junior Championship starting in December in Gothenburg. Back to Sam Hallam, great success in Vaxio. A number of league championships, 2015, 2018, 2021. They won it again this year, but he was not the head coach this year. He was concentrating on the Swedish national team. They won 3 European tournaments in preparation for this championship, Sweden did, so he had a pretty good idea that we're going to have a good team coming in. And that has been the case, undefeated until they have a 2-goal deficit in this one with just under 17 to go in the third period. And Cutter Gauthier will send it in. 4 more shots in the opening period for Cutter Gauthier with all the power plays that we've had. Quieting down since that time. Johansson makes the save and bats it to the corner. Drew O'Connor goes in after it, gets tied up. Got double teamed, and the puck comes around the boards, and Bengtsson is on it. Plays it for Patrick Nemeth and back for Lucas Bengtsson. Through on the near side for Jacob Delarose. Off his stick, controlled by Sorensen. Tried to get it for Silverberg, and it bounces back to the line, skips away from Anton Lindholm, and comes out the neutral ice. Pudas right back in. On for Lindholm, fanned on it. He'll give it back to Pudas, who plays it across the ice, and Sweden was in a line change. And taken by Tyler Clevin. Long pass. On for Coronado, who had that goal disallowed because of the offside. And now on for Nylander, gets it inside the USA line, and that play will come to an end. Rasmus Sandin injured in the opening period on a kneeing major and a game misconduct to Mikey Asamont. Comes back at the line for Lane Hudson. He'll pitch one down low. Hudson led all NC2A defensemen in scoring this year as a rookie. In across for Farrell. Farrell with the shot. And that's up off a stick and up into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage with 15-13 to go in the third.
3-1 U.S. They have been responsible for the tempo of this game, and it has played the way they want it to play. There's been an edge to it. There's been penalties. There's been all of that. But now you walk that fine line of protecting a 2-goal lead. Do you lose the tempo? If you lose too much tempo, then it plays back into Sweden's hand. Sweden likes to ebb and flow and control it the way they want to control it.
Rocco Grimaldi sends the puck back to the line. Plays give and go there with Perbix. Perbix will wind up and tee it up off the right pad of Johansson. Played back into the corner. Grimaldi's on it again. And it's cleared up the middle and grabbed off, and some room for Lucas Raymond. Raymond puts on the brakes. Team Sweden has also lost Andre Peterson. Shaken up a couple of times. To the front of the net it comes. Bengtson in from the line, try to redirect, gets tied up there with Hudson. And the puck taken and flipped out of harm's way by Bonino. Alex Tuck will give chase. Tuck and Lucas Raymond, Buffalo and Detroit. To the backboards in the Sweden end of the ice, Henrik Tomernes will get into the mix. A Vancouver draft pick, couple of years in Utica for Tomernes. Right point, Connor Mackey blasts that one from the line, it went wide. Tynan gets it back. Sandberg for Mackey, another shot, and a save made by Johansson. This will get flipped in, and Jacob Delarose on the forecheck, but quickly ahead for Cutter Gauthier off the pipe. Cutter Gauthier with a step on the left side and snap that off the post or the crossbar. Nemeth on for Putis. Through for Sorensen. And through for Silverberg. Anders Bjork puts on the brakes behind his own net. Had it, lost it, trying to get it back again. Tyler Clevin getting watched there by Silverberg. On it comes for Jonathan Putis. Tried to get it to the front of the net, deflected and turned and flipped all the way down the ice. And this will have enough to be icing. And the face-off will come back into the USA end.
Cutter Gauthier has kind of got that Pasternak kind of look at him. Another great shot. When he gets the puck, he thinks shoot first, but can he make some moves? Yeah, he's got some moves too. He's got speed, he's got moves, all of that. But that's what he kind of reminds me of, a little bit of David Pasternak kind of style. There's been some action in front of both nets for sure. Mazur's had a good game. He's been in the midst of everything, and they set out to earn their ice and play with an edge, and the U.S. has definitely done that.
Cutter Gauthier could be playing for Sweden, born in Skellefteå, but then left at the age of 2, as is.
I don't think they can substitute, but I don't think they can make trades, can they?
No.
Okay.
Went on to Scottsdale, and a member of Team USA, long shot by O'Connor. Liljegren hasn't had as much ice time since his defense partner Rasmus Sandin was injured back in the opening period. Sandin was leading Team USA in average per game ice time, and he will be missed on the back end for Sweden. You are allowed to add because of injury, so we'll see whether or not they have time, whether they had a couple of players that were maybe told at the end of the camp and before the team was finalized, be ready in case. Delayed offside here against Sweden, but it will get cleared. Drawn along the near side boards. Berggren will dish it off, shot to the short side, that's turned aside. Back at the blue line for Putis. Putis will play it cross ice, and Berggren will have to come out at center. Poked away from him, and Coronado with another chance. And a save made.
Forward break,
by Johansson, and he will hang on, and now Coronado and Lindbergh get at it. 3-1 score. Team Sweden down by a couple here in period number 3. And we get another stoppage in play. We were talking about Cutter Gauthier being born in Skellefteå. His dad, Sean, finished his pro career in Sweden. Did get into one NHL game with the San Jose Sharks. Steve Shields and Mike Vernon were the 2 regular netminders. Daryl Sutter was the coach. But then at 2 years of age, they did move back to Scottsdale, and Cutter Gauthier is having a terrific tournament here for a youngster.
And the U.S. are doing a really good job here. I mentioned the fact that you don't want to back off and play into the type of tempo and give the game back to Sweden and let them control it and try to come back at you. The U.S. has done a really good job. They continue to really press. The only thing, they're not attacking the net as much, but they are on the puck just like this, and they are getting pucks deep, and they're making Sweden work for everything.
Centering pass deflected back to the line. Lane Hudson will play it back down low off the backboards. This is controlled by Bonino. Tried to chip that up top short side. Turned away by Johansson. Lucas Raymond is at it. Pitches behind his own net and taken by Anton Lindholm. Lindholm snaps it on for Par Lindholm. He'll try and work it out. Can't. He'll give way to the checking of Alex Tuck, and Johansson just got a piece of that. Anton Lindholm tried to play it up the boards. That got blocked by TJ Tynan. So as much as Sweden can suffocate you, Team USA has done a pretty good job of it.
No doubt. They are terrific in the neutral zone. Challenge their support from the D coming back. For the D coming back, excuse me, and the defense are standing up near the red line, and they are not giving it up.
Turned over in front of the net, and Johansson had to be careful and alert. Has a chance there for Carter Mazur, almost a bit of a gift. Shots are 32-20 in favor of Team USA. There's one more for Sweden. Save made by Casey DeSmith. Then we'll get a face-off in the USA end of the ice. They have announced the 2026 World Championship. There's a look at the first turnover. This one by Par Lindholm, and the chance by Alex Tuck that Johansson just gets a piece of. And then here's the second one.
A little raggedy there, that's for sure. Liljegren trying to handle it on the backhand, inadvertently put it right in front of his own net.
2026, they were supposed to have the World Championships in Switzerland in 2020. And that was canceled because of COVID. So they will go back to Switzerland in 2026. Zurich and Fribourg will be your host cities. And another face-off as this is grabbed and held by Johansson. We mentioned 2025 in Sweden and in Stockholm and Herning. And then in 2024 next year will be Prague and Ostrava in Czechia. So people want to start making travel plans. There you go. I think the last one in Switzerland was supposed to be in Zurich and Lausanne. The one in 2020. Out to center ice. And an icing call here against Sweden. And another face-off back in the Team USA end.
all that frenetic energy that there was in the first period transferred into the second. It calmed down a little. Crazy number of penalties. What was there, 11 penalties or something in the first half of the game? It just tilted everything in a weird way. The U.S. was able to take more advantage than Sweden, but now everything's sort of calmed right down, and it's a game of chess out there. We've seen a lot of false starts.
Brown to take the face-off for Team USA. Up at center, Carlson. He'll drop it back. This gets jammed in low to the backboards for Lindberg. Carlson stays on it. Carlson, Linus Johansson, and Oscar Lindberg, the line out there now for Sweden, as Sam Hallam has been forced to make some adjustments with his forward lines, with Andre Peterson getting injured, came back, injured again, and has not returned. And then without Rasmus Sandin, who was injured in the first period. And then, of course, Team USA without Mikey Asimov, who got the 5-minute kneeing penalty in the game misconduct. Carl Grundstrom is after it. Grundstrom gets it back at the line. Shot that's blocked in front. Looks like it hit Tyler Clevin, and then off a stick and out of play it goes. Into the back half of the third period here in Tampere, 3-1 USA. No medals for Sweden the last 3 World Championships. They had back-to-back gold in 2017, 2018. And then a bit of a dry spell. So looking to bounce back. Only 4 back from last year's team. New coach Sam Hallam with his first World Championship. Last 7 World Championships, Canada 3 gold, Sweden and Finland each with 2 gold. Finland, of course, the defending champion, and they will conclude their action in the preliminary round. That is the final game of the day here in Tampere, as it will be Finland and Denmark. And in the late quarterfinal on Thursday, Canada has defeated Czechia, so that quarterfinal is set. It will be Canada and Finland. So Canada will get the opportunity to knock off the defending champs in the late game on Thursday. What time Germany and Switzerland will play is yet to be determined. It will be reliant on whether it is Slovakia or whether it is Latvia. Latvia needs a point out of the game tonight against Switzerland over in Riga to eliminate Slovakia from that quarterfinal spot. Deflected off the near side boards. After it is Sorensen. On the backhand, looking to go to the forehand, instead shovels it for Liljegren. Liljegren tried to play it back for Silverberg, deflected away. And getting to the point where Sweden will need one soon here to cut that lead down to 1 with under 8 to go in the third period. Henrik Tomernes, who picked up his 9th assist of this tournament earlier in this game. Everberg's pass knocked out of midair by Connor Garland. Garland throws it to the short side, turned away by Johansson. Lane Hudson sails it over top the net. Garland rips another one from the right side. Hudson's going to try and rip another one from the left side, but it got poked away from him. Has it again. Hudson gets wrapped up by Nylander. Sends the puck down low. And Connor Garland gets it back. Hudson plays it across for Connor Mackey. He'll get it back for Lane Hudson. Boy, the USA showing that they can grind a game out as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Another shot by Hudson, turned away by Johansson, and now Coronado's on him.
Sweden's got that look about them that, like, how are we going to get this done? You know, get the puck for one thing, but get some offense going, because the U.S. has not slowed down at all, and they have continued to control this game with the 3-1 lead. Look, Sweden gets it down the ice and gets their line change, but they are slowly but surely losing hope here.
Every loose puck, it's a blue jersey or dark jersey that gets to it first.
Yep.
And now an icing call against Team USA will bring the face-off all the way back.
And that was the key. And for Sam Hallam, he knows that his team has to get up some energy and they have to get the puck possession back again. And for the U.S., it's all well and good. I mean, players and coaches will automatically say it. You get a 3-1 lead early in the third or whatever, don't change our game. Let's keep playing the same way. And then you don't. It's easier said than done, for sure. But the U.S. has kept that same kind of fierce forecheck just like this. And the Swedes have had about enough of it, I can tell you that. They haven't faced this all tournament long.
Just no room. Carlin home. He'll send it up on the left side, carried in by Patrick Nemeth, swings it behind the net. Lucas Raymond going after it, skipped away from him and cleared back out at center. And Carlin home trying to bring it back in with Raymond. And Raymond will snap it around the boards. Lucas Raymond, a very good rookie season when he came into the NHL, played all 82 games, had 23 goals and 57 points, but it was his teammate Moritz Seider who won the Rookie of the Year award. We saw Seider in our first game today as Germany defeated France to advance and secure a quarterfinal spot.
The U.S. has two guys on defense, and Perunovic and certainly Hudson. Can they ever dance on that blue line? Wow, talk about quick feet. It is amazing how quickly they can go laterally, control things, you know, sort of pedal themselves out of trouble with just 3 or 4 steps. Whoa.
Shot scores. Leo Carlsson will get his second of the game to cut into this lead. This goes off either Johansson or a U.S. player stick. I think it went off Alex Tuck's stick. And it's a 1-goal game.
This is what Sweden needed. They needed a break because they really had nothing going. And this isn't much of a shot, except that it's a nasty redirection. I'm not sure who it goes off of either. But Carlsson, who seems to have the magic touch, this is where he pulls up. He's trying to make a pass. Yeah, that's for sure Alex Tuck's stick. He comes back and tries to help, and that doesn't help. Because Casey DeSmith has been all over shots from the Swedes in every different location. And that one, you know, what are you going to do? Completely changes direction. It wasn't going anywhere near the net. It flies right over his shoulder.
So buckle up. We've got a great finish here with 5 to go. Vergren and Johansson, Linus Johansson with the assists on the goal. And for Leo Carlsson, he now has 3 in this World Championship.
Yep, one of the youngest players in this tournament. There's his first one. It was a beauty. He's got a great one-timer. Teams that have face-off circle.
Lucas Raymond off the face-off as a couple of U.S. players went down on the far side. 4:49 to go in a 1-goal game.
Och i den här mötet så börjar BP Markonen sin liveshow som går in
eikä voida maksaa mitään. Mutta DJ Nori, anna palaa.
.49 on the clock. Leo Carlsson's second of the game. Good chance when the NHL draft comes around. Connor Bedard, Adam Fantilli, and then you may hear Leo Carlsson's name third. Sweden now in on the attack, down by one. Liljegren puts it off the far side. Lucas Raymond gets double teamed, and it's sent ahead for Coronado. He got squeezed out at the blue line by Per Lindholm. And Per Lindholm back for Sweden. Sends it rink wide. Raymond will chip it in and go in after it against the checking of Dylan Sandberg. To the backboards they go. Sandberg ties his man up. Puck flipped up. Tomernes in from the line trying to hold it in. Can't. And it's back out at center. Tomernes drops it back for Liljegren. For Lucas Raymond. Raymond to the outside. Sandberg again is the man to check Raymond. Tied up in behind the net. Carl Grundstrom trying to get away from Nick Perbix. Perbix gets a little bit of help down low from O'Connor. O'Connor trying to jam it up the boards. Kept in. Comes to Pudas. Pudas will play it. Nice fake by Per Lindholm, and the shot never got through. Another chance, and that's cleared away from the slot. And Connor Garland will bank it off the boards and send it back to the Sweden zone. Pudas on for Lindberg. Stopped inside the line by Tynan. On it goes, and Bjork will deflect it in. Played around by Bengtsson for Nylander, for Lindberg. Lindberg sends it, some room on that far side for Dennis Everberg. And then Everberg got pinned to the boards and the puck got cleared. And now 3 to go in the third period in a one-goal game. Winner of this game will finish first in Group A. Nylander on the steal, and he missed short side, and it caroms all the way around the boards to center. And now a steal by Alex Tuch. Tuch going in with Grimaldi, and he tried to get it back to Tuch, and it was in his skates. Lead pass, Nylander. He'll drop it back. Carlsson circles inside the line. Plays it back for Lindberg. Lindberg for Tomernes. Save, rebound, score! Timothy Liljegren. Down low, gets a rebound, and has tied this game 3-3.
The Swedes take advantage of that free gift goal that they got on the redirection. And ever since then, they have used that energy and they've really pushed the U.S. back. They keep getting back in the zone. They keep getting pucks to the net. And there's the rebound. It's a battle in front off a rebound chance. And you just got to want to score. Clevin thinks he has his man. Doesn't quite have him. Doesn't have him tied up all the way. And the rebound comes out. And it's in the back of the net.
So for the first time in this tournament, Team USA has given up 3 goals.
Assisted by 7, Henrik Tammernes, and 24, Oskar Lindberg at 57-29. Ruotsin kolmas maali, maalintekijä 37, Timothy
Sweden has just tied the game here in Tampere. We welcome those who are watching the Czechia-Canada game. Timothy Liljegren. Sweden has scored 2 here in the back half of the third period after being down 3-1. And this has been a wild game. Lots of penalties in the first period. Mikey Eyssimont, a major for kneeing on Rasmus Sandin. Sandin left the game and has not returned.
And his defense partner is the one that scored this tying goal.
2 minutes and 38 seconds between the two Sweden goals, and it's gone from 3-1 to 3-3. The winner of this game will finish first in Group A. Along the boards. Gets jammed up. De La Rose trying to clear it out. He'll get some help on the near side from Silverberg. Sorensen giving chase on Perbix, and he'll play it around to the blue line and no further there for Carter Mazer. And right back for Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier will send it down the ice. No one there, and this will be an icing call now against Team USA.
USA was in control of this game for most of the game. They were able to establish their game, which is the forecheck, the high-tempo game. Now, Sweden can play that way, but they prefer not to do it from start to finish. They like to control the tempo. But they got dragged into that game. The U.S. was winning it. The U.S. had played really well. They've been defending this lead. Sweden got a free goal on a redirection and followed it up with a couple of great shifts, and now it's tied.
Tomernes, a shot turned away, and Casey DeSmith wasn't sure where that rebound ended up. So Tomernes, with 2 assists in this game, into double digits, has 10 assists in this tournament. Back to the line it comes. Thrun across for Dylan Sandberg. Save made by Johansson. And now Tynan has his stick tied up with the goaltender. Lucas Raymond for Carl Grundstrom. Shot from the left side. Grundstrom was looking for a loose puck after Par Lindholm put that in. And now a penalty coming to U.S.
This looked like a follow-through. Connor Garland's going to get a penalty for high sticking, but it looked like he was in the process of shooting it out. There's no doubt that Raymond got one in the mouth, and he's bent over going to the bench.
Circling in his own zone is Oscar Lindberg. Plays it back for Anton Lindholm. Lindholm up for Pudas. 6 attackers for Sweden on the delayed call. Nylander will drop it back. LaRose into his own zone, and Sweden will just be content to run the clock out and take this game to overtime. As 2 in 2:38 for Sweden erased a 3-1 deficit that they were in, and this one is 3-3, and a penalty coming up. They are going to confer on this call. We'll straighten it out when we come back to Tampere. So some controversy here in Tampere. The officials are still looking at this. The replays that we have seen, it looks like it is a follow-through of a clearing attempt by Connor Garland. Lucas Raymond has lost a tooth.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like a follow-through, in which case it's not a high-sticking penalty, and in which case Sweden let the time run out, even though with the goaltender pulled, they missed a chance, because I think this might be overturned.
After reviewing the play, it is no penalty. It is a regular follow-through. We have no call.
There you go. So they pulled their goaltender, which they thought was a penalty, and now they want to know what the heck is going on. But they wasted that opportunity of, what, 20 seconds, 25 seconds? So, I mean, it's a long shot, but still. It was a follow-through by Connor Garland, so he's shooting the puck out of the zone. The toe of the stick did come up and take Raymond right in the mouth, and we saw him scoop up his tooth from the ice. Unfortunately for him, that does not feel good. Here we go. See, he's following through, and the toe of the blade does come up. It's the right call. Raymond doesn't like it because it's painful on top of it, but if it's a follow-through, it's not high sticking. So interesting that Sweden, because they thought, and I get what they were trying to do. Yeah, we'll just wait the last 20 seconds and we'll start the overtime with a power play because it's supposed to be 3-on-3. It would have been 4-on-3. Now it's 3-on-3.
Normally, one would say we've had a little bit of everything in this game. We've had a lot of everything in this game. Going all the way back to the first period, both teams had a 5-on-3. There was a major penalty called. Rasmus Sandin injured and has not returned. So Sweden and Team USA are going to decide top spot in Group A in overtime. Perhaps just the way it should be.
Bonino came out for that face-off, just for the face-off, and then he left and Tuck came on.
Long lead passes. They were trying to spring Carl Grundstrom. Back in for Alex Tuck. He'll leave it for Grimaldi. Grimaldi being watched there by Delarose. To the front of the net goes Perbix. It goes cross ice for Alex Tuck. Puts on the brakes against Tomernes. Tuck trying to bring it to the front of the net with that long reach of his. Team USA starts a change off the bench. There was the pass for Hudson, just too far for him. Hudson can scoot, brings it to the front of the net, and almost a chance off that back post for Rocco Grimaldi. And Grimaldi will get chased back out. Leo Carlsson has 2 for Sweden. Liljegren has the tire. And across it goes for TJ Tynan. Save made by Johansson. Grabbed off by Garland, and a big save as Lane Hudson unloaded on the one-timer. Hudson, Garland, and Bonino have the goals for Team USA. Garland carrying it back in, drops it. Nope. He'll circle up top. Connor Garland, 3-on-3 here at overtime. Leaves it for Tynan, doesn't like what he sees. He'll take it all the way back once a change. Dishes it off and heads to the bench. Here comes Carter Mazur. Mazur finds a little bit of room, then gets forced to the outside by Mason Raymond. Centered in front, Sandberg scores! Dylan Sandberg. Team USA wins it 4-3 and will finish first in Group A.
The U.S. never relinquished the puck. A heck of a job there. They got a couple of line changes. They wore the Swedes down, and a great finish to this game. This was the best game we've seen in the tournament.
TJ Tynan took it back into his own zone. The change was made, and Dylan Sandberg on the pass from Mazur. USA wins it 4-3 in Tampere.
Assisted by 91, Carter Mazur, and 17, TJ Tynan. At 61-37. USA 4. maali, maalintekijä 12, Dylan Sandberg. Syöttäjät 91, Carter Mazur ja 17, TJ Tynan. Aika 61-37. Players of both teams will be awarded by Raiffeisen Bank International, official sponsor of the 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship Tournament. Vuoden 2023 IIHF jääkiekon MM-kisojen yhteistyökumppani Raiffeisen Bank International palkitsee kummankin joukkueen parhaan pelaajan. Prize for Team Sweden is presented by Ruotsin palkinnon jakaa Board member, Swedish Ice Hockey Association, Ruotsin jääkiekkoliiton hallituksen jäsen Roger Ekström. Prize for Team USA is presented by USA Palkinnon jakaa International Ice Hockey Federation Sport Director, kansainvälisen jääkiekkoliiton urheilujohtaja Christian Hofstetter. Best player of Team Sweden, Ruotsin paras pelaaja, number 21, numero 21, Leo Carlson. Best player of Team USA, USAn paras pelaaja, number 83, numero 83, Connor Garland. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem of the winning team, USA. Arvoisa yleisö, jos pystyt, pyydän nousemaan ylös, ottamaan hatun päästäsi ja kuulemaan voittajajoukkue USAn kansallishymnin. The 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship tournament will continue today in Nokia Arena at 8:20 p.m. with the game Team Finland against Team Denmark. Welcome. Vuoden 2023 IIHF jääkiekon MM-kisat jatkuvat tänään Nokia Areenalla ottelulla Suomi-Tanska kello 20:20. Tervetuloa. Ladies and gentlemen, the venue is empty between the games. See you soon. Arvoisa yleisö, areena tyhjennetään otteluiden välissä. Nähdään pian.
After starting 6-0, the first loss of the tournament coming against USA, but it was a hard-fought battle tonight. What made the Americans so tough to solve?
I mean, different team than we used to. I mean, some guys playing the show as well, but yeah, fast pace out there, and we in the third we were a little sloppy with the puck as well. So yeah, that's punch us.
You had 2 goals in this game, and you are the youngest player ever for Sweden at a World Championship. Where does your confidence come from?
I don't know really. The second goal was a bit lucky, but yeah, feels good out there today.
Going 6-1 in the preliminary round, a terrific start for Sweden. What's the focus as you now approach your quarterfinal game?
Ja, men det är bara fokus på kvartsfinalen nu och ja, ha kul att vinna där.
Leo, thank you.
Thank you.
Dylan, the most adversity USA has faced in the preliminary round, you get the game-winning goal. How good did that one feel?
Feels great, obviously. You know, that was a great comeback after, you know, they made a comeback on us. But yeah, I'm just proud of the guys to battle it out and have a great preliminary round here.
I'm not sure if you know, but this is the first time USA has ever started the tournament 7-0 in the preliminary round. What have you learned about this team since day one?
You know, we got a really good group here, really special, and I feel like we connected right off the hop. And you know, when we were in Germany, I feel like we all connected well, and then brought that into the tournament. And you know, and now we're just having fun, and you know, we keep winning, so it's great.
Lastly, your team has said it time and time again: gold is the goal. How do you ensure that happens as you now approach your quarterfinal game?
Focus on the quarterfinal game first, and then go from there. But yeah, no, we're just going to you know, soak this in for the next couple of days, and then we'll be ready to go for the first game.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you.
There we go, Tuesday. There we go, Tuesday. Wait, Tuesday. Tuesday, How many downs? Hey, wait, Robbie. Wait, OC. Wait, four. Safety's off. Safety's off, baby. Wait, Furby.
Store and Google Play.